Good evening. Welcome to Quarantime, my hashtag Compass challenge, a video show where we talk to you, the snoozers, about Quarantime. This is the first ever episode. I have no idea what that looks like, but I hope you enjoy it. My first guest is a very special guest, one of my OG Quarry snoozers. She is a barista, a host, a busette, a server. She is a trotter and a storyteller and an all-around Bob, my very good friend, Alexis Lindsey. Alexis, welcome to Quarantime. How you doing? Welcome.
Oh my God, this is awesome. I'm so excited. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Chief Party Officer.
Chief Party Officer
in the house. I'm so excited.
It's a title I gave myself, but I'm keeping
it. I love it. I want that hat.
Well, I am so excited to get the time to talk to you. I'm so excited that you took the time to talk to me. I guess I know you so very well, but for everyone watching, let's start with a very simple question. Who are you?
Hello, everyone. I am Alexis Lindsey, aka Alexis, aka Lexi Poo. That's me.
Perfect. I can't think.
But you already introduced me.
I know.
You took the show.
I'll take the notes.
Okay.
That'll be. I'll either leave that question off, or I'll let you do the introduction.
Oh, okay. I'm 27 years old. I'm 26. Well, let's calm down. I'm 26 years old. You know, living the best quarantine life, as one would say. I'm a snoozer. I've been a snoozer since 2017. Snooze brings me so much joy, and I'm truly saddened that I'm not there every day. But yeah, that's who I am.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you're so great at being you. So I guess let's get right down into it. Just like in your interview question 3 years ago, my question to you right now is, why snooze?
So I can do like a really long version or a short version.
Give me the medium version.
I can try.
Okay, perfect.
I like to talk.
Perfect.
So,
that's why you're here.
So I'll try my best. So my snooze story, it all started when I would go to Colorado to visit my grandparents because they live up there in a town called Greeley. So I go up there at least twice a year to go see them. And one day when I was telling one of my friends that I was going to go visit my grandparents, she said, "Oh my goodness, you have to go eat at this place called Snooze because there's one in Colorado." And I was like, okay, maybe I'll check it out. And maybe I'll mosey on over. So
I'll take a little peek at what the snooze thing is.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I did. So I told my parents, I'm like, yo, we got to go check this place out. And we went to Fort Collins. So we took a little 45-minute drive, went to Fort Collins. And I literally had like an epiphany right when I walked in. I was like, oh my God, this place is dope. Wow, they're freaking the coolest people in here. And there's like a 30-minute wait. I'm already having fun. What the heck? So of course we sit down, we get pickled. I eat the best French toast of my entire life, AKA OMG French toast. And we just literally had the grandest old time. And so that was my freaking moment when I was like, okay, I want to come back here every day until we go back home. So that's what we did. So we went to the Snooze in Boulder. And then we went to ballpark. And so I was basically addicted. So then when I got back home, I was a little depressed that we didn't have anything like that in San Antonio. So then
Nothing.
I followed zero. So then I followed Snooze on Instagram because duh. And then I think like 2 years passed. Yeah, 2 years passed. And I found that they were announcing that there was a Snooze in San Antonio. So I flipped out, and at the time I was out of college, and I was working for an eye doctor, but I said, I don't care. I'm going to apply for Snooze.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm gonna apply for Snooze. EYE, don't care.
Exactly. Boom.
That's why I'm the host.
So I applied, and it was fate, because then I got hired and I met Christopher. Hi, baby Addie. Hi, baby girl. Got hired. And then from there, I literally fell in love. We did our whole Snooze opening, our orientation. I met everyone from all over, all the snoozers from California, all the trotters from Colorado.
Do you remember one trotter in particular that really brought that energy for you? I
was going to shout out Brianna Bourne. Everyone was so great. Yes, Kevin freaking the trotter, the host trotter. He literally kind of solidified, like, holy crap, I really, really like being here, and I want to stay here for a while. Like, this is a really phenomenal company. So right from the get-go, I was like, I want to pursue this. I really want to move up and literally do what this guy is doing. Like, I want to be him. So after training, I realized it makes me super happy. So I continue working at Snooze and the doctor's office, and I basically worked every day for an entire year, like wearing myself to the bone. And then I finally made that that choice of saying, look, I'm like a million times happier working my butt off on the weekends when we're all in the weeds, like dying and super exhausted because it's brunch and it's the weekend. And so I made the decision to be at Snooze full time, and it was the best decision ever, because now I am living the dream, and it just made me realize I love what I do and love engaging with people every day the way that we do at Snooze, and all the things. So that is my Snooze story.
Love it. And you're so good at it. So fun fact that you didn't share, on our grand opening, your mother was our very first guest.
That is true.
And she has since made it her mission to be the very first guest at all of your trots.
Yes.
How many trots have you been on now?
I have been on 2. Wait.
2.
Wait, Dallas, Austin. Yeah, 2.
And one day you're going to trot Atlanta.
Yes, please. In
the future, you will trot at TBD.
It sadly got canceled, but it's going to happen.
It postponed.
Postponed. See. Yes,
postponed.
Yes.
It is not. Snooze is not canceled. Atlanta not canceled. Postponed.
I will see you soon.
Your own mother is a raver at Snooze the Quarry. But speaking of ravers, do you have one raver in particular that really stands out to you as special, or somebody who's touched your life over the last 3 years?
100%. I do. And the first person who comes to my mind, who you have come to know and love very well, is Susan, aka Snoozin' Susan, her nickname. Literally the best nickname. Snoozin' Susan. I'm so jealous because that's the best nickname ever. I'll never have a nickname like that. But I literally don't even know how to describe her, because she's the most heavenly person on this earth. And like, without Snooze, I wouldn't know who she was or her at all. So Snoozin' has made she's like an inspiration to me. And it's so funny because you know this too, Chris, is when she walks in, and when I'm a host, she literally comes in and she knows every single table number So, so she's like, okay, how's 66 looking? Oh, okay. What about 25? Like she knows all the tables. And so she's like the epitome of like a snooze raver. And
when she wants to come in and she knows we're busy, she'll send me a text message and say, can you put some silverware down on table 56?
Exactly. Oh God, I love Susan so much. But she is beautiful, an inspiration, and so grateful to know her through snooze. So that's my girl.
Well, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about your home life right now. So things are a little bit different. We're living in a whole new world temporarily. Breakfast ain't canceled. Snooze is just postponed. So while we're postponed and while you're Post Maloned up at home, what you watching?
Post Malone. So I'm trying not to go into like the deep dark hole, but when I do watch Netflix, I am obsessed with The Great British Baking Show.
Love it.
Freaking love. I love it.
No soggy bottoms up in here.
Mary Berry. I just want her to test my pies that I've been making every day at home, because
I want to shake Paul Hollywood's hand so bad. Just shake my hand, Paul Hollywood. Just shake my hand.
But I just love every single word they say because their accents just make me super happy. So I love that show. I'm also obsessed with Frozen 2. I just discovered Frozen 2 not too long ago, so I've been watching that almost, I'm not going to say daily, but like every other day because it makes me super happy.
You're watching it daily. We know you're watching it daily.
No.
At least part of it.
And it's driving my roommate nuts. Like Mare Bear is losing her marbles. She like comes out of her room and she's like, enough is enough. Like Frozen 2 is done.
Frozen 2 will never be done. It is so much better than Frozen 1. I will die on that
hill. It is. Oh, why is it so good?
Lost in the Woods is the greatest thing that ever happened to a Disney musical ever.
Literally so good. And usually sequels are never better, but Frozen 2, man, got me good. The message is amazing, and
just show yourself.
Just freaking into the unknown.
Nailed it. You're gonna get picked up. Like this is gonna hit the internet, and I think that might be what really makes it for you.
Famous.
Working on it. So I have full disclosure, totally follow you on the Insta, and I have noticed that speaking of soggy bottoms, you yourself have tried your hand at some Great British baking.
Yes, I have.
Any tips or tricks? Have things worked out for you? Did anything come out good?
Thank you for noticing that. Yes. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I'm basically a pro at making gluten-free pie crusts.
Okay.
Which is really hard. I think when it comes to baking gluten-free, it's like a whole nother monster because you're not using actual flour. And I know that everyone's baking now, and but I freaking love it. It's super therapeutic for me. I don't like cooking. That's Marin's thing. She's the cooker and I'm the baker. I think like measuring out everything to a T is.
Ooh, like that new show, Baker and the Beast.
Haven't watched that.
I haven't either.
Maybe I should.
It might even be called Beauty and the Baker. I don't know. I was just
sounds romantic too.
It looks pretty good. I don't know. It came on the TV the other day. I was playing Animal Crossing. I didn't watch it.
It sounds like Bachelor, but for bakers, which might be the perfect show for me.
Oh, let's start that.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
We're in. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that further offline.
Great.
So while we're on the topic of eating, when this thing is over, when the virus that shall not be named has moved on and the restrictions have been listed, what is the first thing you're going to do when life resumes normalcy? Normality. Well, when things are normal, what you doing?
Oh, please, Lord, let that be sooner than later. But the list can go on and on of all the things I want to do. But The thing that comes to my head is I watched the Phantom of the Opera live Broadway musical, or I don't know if it was Broadway, but it was like the live show of Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh.
I'm just like really freaking into musicals. I love it so much. So I definitely want to go to a play or like a live show or just like a musical of like any kind.
Love it.
That's what I would do. So
I miss popcorn.
Oh, and popcorn, yes.
Oh, I want popcorn and live theater. I want to go to the Majestic and stand in line. I want to pay $9 for a beer, and that's fine.
The theater.
The theater. So now we've talked about the things we missed and the things we're going to do. Let's sort of round this thing out and tell me what you're doing to take care of yourself. What's your self-care regimen look like?
Self-care. Well, it's a lot of things. I just have to like make a literal list every single day to keep me busy, because with the way my brain works, if I don't make a list, I will do nothing and I will be on TikTok all day, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't want to be on the TikTok every single day.
TikTok counts as self-care.
I know, but I have to make a list every day of what I'm going to do. And if that's like be on TikTok for 30 minutes, check. Okay, what am I going to do next? I'm going to drink some water. Okay. I'm going to go ride my bike. Yes. I'm going to bake a pie. Okay. Like I have to make a list, and that's, I think, a part of my self-care routine. Because if I don't, then I don't know. I just don't feel accomplished. But I guess just like staying organized. I'm cleaning like crazy. That kind of is my thing. Being in quarantine makes me, brings out like the cleaner in me. I never used to clean all the time. And now like my house is freaking so nice. And then I don't know, just being outdoors, like the sunlight literally makes me happy inside. So when it's not sunny, I get really sad. But being outside and being as active as possible.
What do you do in those moments when you do get really sad?
I watch Frozen 2.
And that's the right answer.
And that's the tea.
And that is the tea. Well, I have loved every minute of this. It's, I love you. You know that you are one of the reasons why I clock in every day. And I promise that we are all doing our best and working our hardest so we can open back up for you. But not to end on that sappy note, to end on a high note. You promised that you would tell me a joke. I
have a joke of the day.
Let's do this. Hit me.
And I really hope you haven't heard this one before, but here it goes. Okay. I can't, okay, sorry. I'm not gonna lie.
It's already my favorite joke.
It's literally the dumbest joke, but here we go. Okay. You've heard it and I'm mad. Okay. Why? Alexis, focus. Why do melons get married?
Why do melons get married?
Why do melons get married?
I think I know this. Why do melons get married?
Okay. I see. I knew you were going to know. I have a better one.
No, you need to land the punchline, Alexis.
Okay. Ready?
I'm so ready. Hit me with it.
Because they can't elope.
Hey. Okay, maybe you should tell the other one.
Okay. I miss telling jokes every day. I'm getting worse at it. Okay. I really can't. The joke is so simple, but I can easily just muff it up so bad. Okay.
No, you're going to do so good. I believe. Just breathe in through the nose.
I've told you this one before.
Out through the
I don't
mouth.
have another one. Hold on.
It's not just me you're talking to. There's thousands of people out there watching this joke right now. Okay, you got this.
This is a good one. Okay.
Bring it home.
So, did you hear the joke about butter?
No.
You didn't? You didn't hear the
No.
joke about like butter. Did you hear what happened to butter?
No, I haven't heard what happened to butter. Oh my God, what happened to butter?
I'm not gonna spread it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Lindsey. Alexis, thank you so much for taking the time to talk
Thank
with
you.
us today.
I'm so honored. I can't wait to hug you after all of this stuff.
Here, all the stuffs. When hugs,
such a good hug.
when hugs are allowed, it's going to be such a good hug. But thank you so much for taking the time. We miss you.
Thank you. I love you. I miss you.
We'll see you
Forever
again
and
soon.
ever. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us on our first ever episode of Quarantime. We're still learning as we go, so if you loved it, put it in the comments. If you didn't love it, maybe don't put that in the comments. But if you want to be a part of it and if you've got a story to tell, hit me up and let's make an episode with you. So signing off is me, Christopher Edwards, your Chief Party Officer, and we'll see you again tomorrow.